my back pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew that I'd left them in my pocket. All right, guys, we just got to the wildlife management area. Me and Easton are here now, and the other guys are coming in later. We're signing in and looking at the map here. So we're going to get everyone else signed in and then take off and go set our stands this evening and probably hunt this evening as well after setting up camp. So we're going to get back in the trucks and head on to camp. It's about a 30-minute drive from here. And after we set up camp, we're going to take off, and I'm just going to walk to a place I have marked on the map, and it's going to be a long walk, but we'll see if something pays off tonight. If nothing else, we'll get some scouting done and get out in the morning. Okay, so we set up camp and went right to the woods where we had some stuff marked on the maps, and I just made it up here. I dropped Easton off back down lower where his spot was, and I came up here. We've got about another 500 yards to go. Luckily, I don't think I'm going to have to walk up any more terrain, so hopefully I can get there fairly quick and don't run into any obstacles. So I'm going to put my stand back on my back and start the rest of the walk. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope I got him. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm shaking so bad right now I can't even talk. Oh, I hope I got that buck. I was walking along here, and I was walking along the side of the mountain. I got to the top where I made that last video, and my climber got too heavy. The terrain just got way too steep. And I started walking around the side of the mountain, and I hadn't gone 200 yards. I was watching my map, and I stopped to take a breath, and 150 yards away on the opposite ridge, I thought I saw something flicker, and I really didn't even, I thought it was a leaf falling, but I pulled up my scope anyways, and there's a buck feeding there, and he didn't hear me coming, and I could tell he was an antlered buck, and I don't have my tripod with me, so I had to put all my gear down, set my camera arm up on my tree. The whole time he's over there just slowly feeding along. He didn't see me. I get all my camera gear set up, and he comes out in a shooting lane, and I shot, and I have no clue if I hit him or not because he ran up the ridge and just stopped for a second, and I was able to get a second shot off, but I have no clue if I hit him either time, and I've only missed once with that gun, and I was shaking really bad. I really hope I got him. Oh, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that just happened. We haven't been at the WMA 2 hours setting up camp and walked in the woods. I was going to set my stand, and the stand got too heavy. I was just going to walk and check my spot out because I had no clue what it looked like. Oh, I hope I got that deer. He didn't die fast enough. Or he didn't die right away, and that worries me because I had it right on his shoulder, and that was a far shot. Oh my goodness. I really hope I got that deer. I'm going to calm down a second before I go over there. Okay, I don't know if y'all can tell this or not, but I'm on a giant ridge. I mean, just mountainside, and that deer was straight over that tree limb right there, way out right there, and it was a far shot. I'm gonna walk up there quietly, and hopefully he's dead not far away. I cannot believe this. I got up here to where I shot him, and I could see that the leaves were kicked up, and I didn't see any blood right away. And I look over, and like 15 yards right beside me, there's a buck standing there looking at me. And it sounds like my buddy might have just shot. And I'm standing there, and I look over, and that buck is looking at me like 10 yards away, and it looked kind of like the one I shot. And I already had a round chambered, so I pull up, and I shot, and he took off running and ran like 25 yards and piled up. And as he was running away, I could see where I'd hit him right behind the shoulder. It looked like a heart shot. Well, he ran and died, and I get over here, and it is the buck that I shot. So I don't know why he didn't die right away when it was, I mean, like, he has part of his heart falling out. So I don't know why he was still alive when I got over here, but he's down now. I'm really excited. I'm going to get some video of him here and then gut him, and I don't have signal right now to text my buddy, so I'm going to drag him as far as I can and then go back and get him for help. But I'm like on cloud 9 right now. We haven't been on the WMA 2 hours, like I said, and I've already shot my first WMA buck, so I am extremely pumped because y'all don't understand when y'all see me getting excited, but we have put miles on our boots, and I didn't even want to hunt this wildlife management area this year just because, I mean, you can see the terrain, and it's mostly hogs and bears, and this is a 2.5-year-old buck. It isn't, you know, like a huge buck that people get excited over, but when you work this hard, I would shoot a spike back here, so I'm going to gut him and get some video of him, and then I'm going to try to get some signal. Well, I just left my buck. I've got about 150 more yards across the steep face of the mountain before it gets up to the top of this ridge, and it's mostly downhill back until it gets flat again, so I still don't know if Easton shot. He's down here at the bottom of the ridge, so I'm going to go down there. I'm going to tell him that I shot all 3 times and missed every single time, so we'll see if he believes me. What?
Is that you who shot?
Yeah, my gun must be off.
Are you serious?
Missed all 3 times. It was a far shot, but still.
What was it?
Did you shoot?
No.
Who were all those shots?
I don't know. I heard 4 that way.
Yeah, 3 of them were me. I ran out of bullets.
What were they?
It was a nice buck. As I was walking in.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How nice of a buck?
For a WMA, it's pretty nice.
Like, compared to mine last year.
Oh, it was a lot smaller than that, but it had a rack.
Why are you bringing your climber out?
Because I left it. I didn't even take it all the way in.
Oh.
I hope you're ready to drag.
Why?
Because I didn't miss.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, we just got him dragged all the way back down to where Easton was hunting, and it was all downhill for the last 150 yards or so, and it's going to be flat the rest of the way out, but it shouldn't take us too long. Thanks to Easton for helping me drag. We're going to get him back to camp and wash him up a little bit in the creek, just in case one of those bullets did go through the guts, and then we have to make the long drag, or excuse me, the long ride back to the check-in station for the game warden to look at him, and then we're going to go back to camp and eat because we're both starving. So we're going to finish the rest of the drag back to camp. Well, it is about 10 o'clock and we made it to the campsite. Someone was actually in the place that we wanted to go, but got a nice fire going there. They're eating their food, and Easton managed to find a radio station with the football game on his truck since we don't have signal. So we're going to eat and then go to bed and wake up early in the morning and make the drive up the road, and hopefully no one's in the spot we want to go, and we see some deer, so we'll see how it goes. And football going. Should be a good hunt in the morning. Well, it is the next morning after I killed my buck, and we're unloading out of the truck here. We're a little bit late, but Easton already has a stand set from last night, so we should be good there, and I'm probably just going to hunt from the ground again because I really don't feel like carrying a stand up that high. There were some other guys here behind us in a truck, and they're really nice and understanding. It's their first time here, and they're going to go another direction, so we should be good. There's plenty of land in here, and hopefully one of us drags something out this morning. My brother's hunting farther down the road on the opposite direction from our campsite, so we're pretty divided up, and hopefully with this really nice weather they're moving and one of us sees something. Alright guys, I just got down and met with Easton. It's about 10:35, and we decided we'll walk back to that first clearing where I saw that buck this morning. It was Easton's suggestion. We just rounded the bend and we can see hogs about 200 yards up here in the clearing. We're going to try to sneak up and I'm going to film Easton shoot him, so we'll see how this goes. Can you see him? Go slow. Okay. Shoot him when you can. Don't move, he's gonna see us. Can you shoot him? Nice shot, dude. Dude, that was intense. What a stalk. Aren't you glad you suggested we come back here?
Yeah.
Dude, we both have WMA bucks, and it's the first swallows hunt. Yes, dude, he ain't going far. He started stumbling. All right, let's go look for a blood trail. He did not. He's probably dead already. Oh, dude. That's probably the buck I saw there this morning. Oh, yeah, he didn't go 40 yards, not even. Hey, he's got a nice body on him. I mean, he's probably a 1.5-year-old, but still. Oh, perfect shot. Huh?
Look at those crushes.
Whoa, those things are like... I don't think I've ever seen that. They're all fuzzy. Well, now we got to drag again. I told you he had more points. Look at that. Well, we made it back to the truck, and we are starving and ready for lunch, but we got his buck in there with mine, so now we got to go to the check-in station and get him checked in, but I think we're going to eat some lunch beforehand, so we're glad we're finally back at the truck after that drag. Well, we just dropped the deer off at the processor to be made into sausage and snack sticks, which is a lot more important than the antlers, but anything's a trophy when you walk that far, and I was going to take the first buck that I got an opportunity at, and the best part is that it's a bonus deer and doesn't count toward my state tags because it was on a wildlife management area. So it was a really fun weekend. Everything came together. We have some awesome weather all week long, and we're going to be going out again next week and hoping to get another wildlife management area deer down, and really enjoyed getting it all on film. So if y'all enjoyed the hunt, leave a comment and share the video. Thanks for watching.